Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie Yates, Anya, Steph Anya for short, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. In today's video, I'm so excited to share with you some ideas about how you can better invest in yourself. If you're curious, stay tuned. A portion of today's video is sponsored by CoPilot. I've been really trying to figure out the best way to start this video. It's something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time and didn't know how to get everything organized. But I recently celebrated a birthday. If you follow me on Instagram, then you probably already know that. This is the third birthday that I'm having after starting this channel. And every year I try to talk about what my plans are for this year or things that I want to reflect on. And one thing I've been really thinking a lot about is, now that I'm in a new decade of life, how do I want to be very intentional in the way that I live my life? And it really boiled down to investing in myself. This is something that I'm constantly working with my clients on as well. When we think about investing in ourselves, a lot of times we're only thinking about it from a financial perspective, like spending money on things. And while definitely money is a very important part of investing in ourselves, there are other important investments that we have to make into ourselves as well. The first area that I want you to think about investing more in yourself is energy. This is a thing that I see really lacking, especially with my clients, a lot of times with people in my personal life, and I'm not gonna lie, including myself, right? When we talk about energy, a lot of us really underestimate the value or even the control that we have over the energy that we bring into each day. And so for me, I had to learn how to prioritize getting enough rest. Some of the ways that my husband and I tried to work on that is we actually changed out our mattress. I got some apps that could help me monitor how long I've been sleeping as well as how well I've been sleeping. I made a commitment to not drink caffeine after 12 noon each day because I recognized a difference in my ability to fall asleep. And I even started drinking sleepy time tea. And so I started testing that out and I started being able to fall asleep. I sleep with earplugs. I sleep with an eye mask. I make sure my room is completely dark and cool. I basically have prioritized creating an environment where I can fall asleep and stay asleep so that I have enough energy. That way, when I wake up in the morning, I have enough energy to do other things that make me feel proud of myself. That to me is the goal of all of this. Investing in yourself means just taking inventory of the aspects of your life that make you proud versus the aspects of your life that make you feel guilty and shameful, right? And sometimes when we're not doing things that are in alignment with our purpose or in alignment with what makes us feel fulfilled, we walk away feeling really guilty about how much time we spent doing XYZ. I'd also encourage you to think about incorporating foods into your life that give you more energy, such as complex carbs, healthy fats. You know, there are so many videos on nutrition. I am not a nutritionist, but I'm constantly doing research to figure that out. And again, we'll get to that a little bit later, but also thinking about exercise, right? Investing in building your endorphins, exercising, even for a short period of time, can be a way that you can find more balance in your life, you know, and it can feel like I don't have time for that, right? And maybe you feel exhausted after workouts. That's probably an indication that you're either going too hard, too long, or doing exercises that you truly do not enjoy. And you're making it so that you dread the idea of being physical, but our bodies need movement and activity. One way that I've addressed that recently is by using the CoPilot platform. This is an app that pairs you with a fitness trainer, nutritional expert to help you reach your goals. Now, my goals were not related to weight loss necessarily. My goal was just to find a routine that could help me be active regularly. I was able to communicate those needs with my CoPilot trainer. I felt like I wasn't going to be able to manage or commit to 20 minutes a day of working out. And what she said to me is that her belief is that the best workout is the one that you'll actually do. And so my trainer was able to work with me on that. Your workouts are customized based on your needs. There have been so many times that I had to reach out to my coach and be like, oh, I can't make it to the gym today. Can you send me a home workout? Or I'll say like, hey, I'm going to be out of town for an entire week. Once I told her there was gonna be a beach, I'm gonna have a balcony, she gave me some exercises using just my body weight that I could do even on a trip. And she is constantly available to me and always trying to figure out the best way for me to remain active and feel that I'm being both challenged but not exhausted in a way that I won't do my next day's workout. With my Apple Watch, I can actually log into CoPilot and my trainer can see my heart rate. She can see my level of strain. The app can even give you feedback on if you have the wrong form. And another really cool thing is that 75% of CoPilot users are able to stick with their healthy habits for over 100 days. You guys, that's over 3 months. I love that CoPilot is designed to work with you, work with your lifestyle wherever you're at in whatever moment, and you have a real person that you can talk to about your struggles and your goals that is going to make a customized plan for you. If you click the link below, you will get a 14-day free trial to use CoPilot and see if it could work with your lifestyle. So for me, another thing I pay attention to when it comes to energy is relationships. I started noticing that when I would spend time with certain people, I might walk away like very drained, exhausted, questioning myself. I would end up spending a lot of time being anxious and worried about things I said or the next time I would see them. And that was just an indication to me that I need to either restructure that relationship or sometimes we have to bring things to a close. Sometimes loyalty, familiarity, comfort keeps us being in situations and around people that truly deplete us of our energy. But our energy is a very valuable resource. So ask yourself, challenge yourself to actually pay attention to how certain scenarios and people make you feel. If it's your job, for example, then you might want to put a little bit more priority into sending out applications or building on things that'll make you more hireable. We'll get to that soon. And also thinking about how can you possibly challenge yourself to maybe not interact in certain ways that might be energy draining. Gossiping, for example. Maybe you recognize that when you spend a lot of time with your friends gossiping, you walk away questioning what people are saying about you, right? That's another worry for you. That's another energy drain. So paying attention to situations and people that might be draining you is another great way to take inventory of how your energy is being utilized. Also, when it comes to energy, you want to think about vacations, breaks, not working yourself so hard that you're starting out every single day drained. Sometimes just knowing that I have a vacation coming up, it gives me so much energy when I'm at work because I'm looking forward to something, putting a little break in what I'm doing throughout the day and giving me something to daydream about once I get back. So definitely making sure you have times for little vacations, even if it's just a staycation, being at home, breaking up the monotony of each day. Now let's talk about time. Very simple, something that we all think about, but often we really do give ourselves the short end of the stick. What I hear from my clients all the time is that they're running around, they're taking care of their kids, they're taking care of their spouse. They might have parents that they have to take care of. And at the end of the day, they've done absolutely nothing to pour back into themselves. One of the first things you have to think about, things that you can manage on your own versus things that are okay to outsource or get some professional support on. Maybe when you first got your place, you thought that cutting the grass was going to be something you enjoyed doing, and it's just not. And your grass looks terrible and you feel guilty every time you pull in. Or maybe you've been intending to deep clean your place and you still have not gotten around to doing that. And every time you come home, you feel so ashamed and disgusted at how your place is looking. It's okay to hire somebody to cut your grass. It's okay to hire somebody to come and deep clean for you once a quarter, once a year, once every 5 years. Whatever works for you and your budget, making sure that you do have some money that's allocated towards making your life a little bit easier. We do have to pay very close attention to how we spend our time. When I think about investment, I think about inventory. And what does that mean? you have to take inventory of every aspect of your life. Let's take an inventory, for example, of the way you spend your time. I want you to think about, for maybe a few days, a week would be even better. I have my clients do this often, where you don't track what you want to do in your day, just track what you actually do during your day. So make note of the time you wake up, the first thing you did when you woke up, if you get on your phone, how long you ate, how long it takes you to drive to work, how long you're at work, the conversations you're engaging in at work, and just try as granular as possible and ask yourself, am I even dedicating 20% of my day to something that makes me feel fulfilled and makes me feel like I'm in alignment with my purpose? And some of you might say, I have no idea what my purpose is, and that's fine. But are you allowing a portion of your day to go towards identifying what that purpose is? If you're not really getting up to that 20%, here are some things you could do to test out and see if you could be better allocating your time. For example, I had a client who told me they spend over 30 minutes every morning trying to figure out what they're going to wear. And when we talked about it, it's because they're not really a morning person. So it takes them a lot longer to process what works together, how they're feeling about their body that day, figuring out what the weather is going to be today. And if they're more of a night owl, I encourage them to think about maybe looking those things up at night. And that actually gave them back so much time in their day because they were able to get it done a lot faster when they didn't have to worry about it in the morning fog and grog of a new day. Personally, one way that I started to incorporate more time focused on feeling proud of myself is I started reading more. I made a commitment to read before I go to bed at night and to read first thing in the morning. If you've seen one of my day in the life vlogs, I'm always talking about whatever book I'm reading during those vlogs. But it is important to me because even though I don't think reading is going to fundamentally change everybody's life, it was just something that I always thought was cool. I wanted to be more of a reader and I just wasn't. And I decided a few years ago that I wanted to start incorporating reading in my life. And it felt like a really huge feat because I've never been a big reader. But I started with a plan. Okay, I'm going to just commit to reading in the morning and reading at night. And I didn't give any time limit. It could be like I read one paragraph, and I just started doing that. It used to take me months and months to finish books. But over time, I was able to build on that habit. And now I can read a book in a week. That 4 years ago would be laughable. I wouldn't even believe that. But now I'm able to do that and it makes me proud. So it's something that I wanted to do. And it was a way that I was able to invest in myself. I have a hard time falling asleep at night anyway. So why not spend that time reading a book? Ultimately, I want you to challenge yourself to avoid saying, I don't have time for that, and actually investigate how you can make time for yourself. Think about when you're looking at that inventory, what can be shortened, what can be swapped. If you're spending maybe 3 hours watching shows and you feel groggy and guilty at the end of the day, maybe that's a good opportunity for maybe you to switch half of that. Maybe you spend an hour and a half watching shows and an hour and a half doing something else that makes you feel proud. Or if you always want to catch up on shows and you never make the time for that, maybe you make sure you have an hour so you can watch shows. It's not about saying some things are good and some things are bad. It's about finding the things that make you feel the most fulfilled and incorporating more of that into your day. Now let's talk about educational, knowledge-based investments. Sometimes you need some professional support, like a therapist. If you feel that you're overwhelming your friends or you're dealing with a lot of emotions, maybe that's the time to find someone to talk to, or a trainer like I talked about. I couldn't figure out all the physical stuff on my own. If you feel stressed out about being able to manage your money, invest your time into research and gaining knowledge. You could hire someone to help you, or you could use YouTube University. Obviously, I cater to everyone who's a student of YouTube University, like myself, and you can learn more about how to invest. You can learn about how to save. You could even increase some of your skills, identify things if you want to get certain certifications or different trainings, maybe saving up to even go to grad school. figuring out ways that you can move your life forward. It is possible for you. And I know we all have our different reasons and stories, the things that can hold us back from getting to what we want. Sometimes we just honestly don't believe that we can do it. And honestly, we all experience those moments of feeling like it's just not going to happen for us. This is it for me. This is the life that I'm going to have to live. But I believe in you. I believe that whether it's your energy, whether it's your time, whether it's just building on your knowledge and skill set, your life can be better if that's what you're wanting. Just take inventory of the way that you're spending your time, the things that deplete you of your energy, and the areas that you feel that you don't feel confident or competent in enough to move forward and progressing in your career or your dreams, and make the investment in yourself to create a life that you love, that makes you feel fulfilled and brings you closer to fulfilling your purpose. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have other tips or questions regarding investing in yourself, let me know. Don't forget to check the link in the description box to try out CoPilot for 14 days and get started on building your energy and starting your own fitness journey. Again, my name is Stephanie Yates Anya, Steph Anya for short. I truly appreciate you for watching this video all the way until the end. I ask that you subscribe to my channel and like this video. Share it with a friend. Share it with anybody that you think might be able to find it useful. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Once again, thank you, thank you, thank you.